Hi, and welcome to your very first flipped lesson for pre-calculus. So today we are going to go over the syllabus. We're not going to go through the entire syllabus. We're going to go through the classroom rules and then talk about how your grades are configured. And then we'll finish up the rest of the syllabus next time I see you in class. But for today, I just want you to kind of get used to what a flipped classroom is and what the lessons look like. As you can see, it is me, your teacher, Miss Wilkinson, that actually records these, and I put them on YouTube. And I'll go through the lesson and kind of give you some hints and stuff like that for how to take notes as well. Okay, so let's move on to that first slide. Classroom rule number 1, be prompt. And these are what you're going to want to take down in your notes. So definitely take down the classroom rules, what they are, and then kind of just some key highlights of information about the rules themselves. So classroom rule number 1, be prompt. What does this mean? This means that you need to be in your seat and ready for class before the bell rings. So I want you to have your pencil sharpened, your notebooks out, your homework stapled if you're turning in homework that day, all ready to go before the class bell rings. I want you ready for class so that way once class starts, we can start with a prayer and then get on with our day. And that way we don't have to waste time for you guys to get settled in and get ready for the day. So make sure that you are in your seat and ready for class before the bell rings. So as you're taking notes, you do not necessarily need to write down everything that I say word for word. You're going to want to write down the key highlights from each slide. So for example, be prompt right here. This is your first rule. You want to make sure you write that down in your notes. And then probably this definition right here of what I have. So be in your seat and ready for class before the bell rings. This part right here, not as important. It's just kind of examples of what I mean for that. So you don't have to necessarily write that down. And as you're going through this, if you find that you haven't gotten it all written down before I move on to the next topic, feel free to pause the video. That's the great thing about a flipped classroom, is that you don't have to worry about rushing or missing something because I'm going too fast and you don't have it copied. You can simply pause the video, finish writing down what you want to, and then start it back up again. Okay, so let's move on to the next slide. Classroom rule number 2, be prepared. So again, this is what you'll want to write down. As the classroom rule is be prepared. So what does this mean? This means that you have your homework ready. You have attempted the homework problems. Now you may not have gotten through the entire thing because you may not know how to do all of the problems, but you have given it your best shot. You can ask questions in class about the homework, but you have definitely worked on it and given it your best shot. Next, your textbook. Because we are doing flipped classrooms, that means we're going to be doing a lot of what you would be doing at home, your homework, in class. So you need to bring your textbook with you every single day. You're going to be using it. Pencil, correcting pen, and a highlighter. And I'm going to go over what the correcting pen is in class when I see you, when we go over each category for your grade. But make sure you have all of these with you. Pencil and a correcting pen and a highlighter if you want one. That's just up to you. I know a lot of students like to highlight their answers sometimes. Okay, and a calculator. We are going to need a graphing calculator for this class. So that means you need either a TI 83 or a TI 84. Those are the two different versions that you can have for this particular class. And you absolutely have to have a graphing calculator for this class. We are going to need the graphing calculator functionality for this class. Okay, so that's what you need to be prepared. So now, what happens if you don't come prepared? If you happen to forget your calculator or you left your textbook at home or it's in your locker and you need to go get it, you can lose participation points. And these are the easiest points for you to keep. As long as you behave in class, you stay on task, and you bring everything that you need to come prepared, you've got 100% participation. So don't lose your participation points by showing up to class unprepared. All right, next rule. Be respectful. Respect yourself, your classmates, and me, your teacher. So listen. When one person's talking, for example, if I'm up talking to you guys, make sure you're listening to me. Respect that I am trying to teach you. I have information that I want to give you. So don't chat with your neighbor or not pay attention. Respect that I'm up there giving you information. Likewise, if one of your friends or colleagues in class has a question, pay attention. You might have that same exact question. Worst thing to do is to ask the same question that I've already answered. That definitely tells me that you were not paying attention, you were not listening. So respect each other, listen to each other. No teasing. I know that you guys, some of you have gone to school with each other for a very long time, and you're very, very comfortable with each other and good friends, and sometimes that can entail some teasing, but not in my classroom. You never know when somebody might take it the wrong way. So please do not tease each other. And then keep it clean. This has a double meaning. I definitely mean keep it clean as far as language goes. No vulgarity, no cussing. It's just not nice. It's not respectful. And then also keep the classroom clean. Pick up your trash. Don't write on the desks. Respect the classroom. Okay, next rule. No cheating. So one thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to have you guys work with each other quite a bit. I think collaboration is hugely important in the learning process, and you guys can learn from each other sometimes better than when I teach it myself. So I want you guys to work with each other, to collaborate with each other in class, outside of class, and you're even going to sometimes have group quizzes or partner quizzes where you work with each other on a quiz. But collaboration does not mean copying. That does not mean that one person does the work and everyone else copies it. It truly means that you are working together. If I find that you are cheating, that can result in a 0 on the quiz or test. It could also result in detention. And if it's a severe enough case, I will report that to the academic dean, to Mr. Sheet. You don't want me to report it to him. He can take further action. Your parents will be notified. All of that kind of fun stuff. So please do not cheat. It's not worth it. I am here to help you guys learn the material. There is absolutely no reason for you to cheat on anything in my class. I am a very approachable teacher. Ask me if you're struggling with something, if you're not understanding a concept, come in, get help, let me know what's going on. Okay, last rule. No outside electronics. So, does that mean that you can never have your iPhone out or your smartphone out in class? No, that's not the case. But you need to ask permission to have it out, or I will take it, and you could possibly get detention. There will be days where we're doing a lot of classwork, and you can listen to music if you want to on your phone. Now make sure that that's all you're doing, and I will be walking around to check that. But if you ask for permission, you can listen to music on your phone. There are other times where maybe you're going to use your phone as a calculator. That's fine too. Again, ask permission. Or if there's something on the board, sometimes it's easier to take a picture of something that I've written down versus writing it down all yourself. If you want to take a picture, again, absolutely fine. Just ask permission. Okay, so those are the classroom rules. Okay, so that is it for today. Welcome to your first flipped lesson. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Definitely look forward to hearing your feedback. All right, you guys, have a good one. Bye-bye.